Good morning to me, guys, because I don't know when you're watching this, but it's a beautiful brand new day in the brand new Motomillion media offices, guys. We're almost all moved in, so quick take a look. We're working completely out of this office now. The old one is gone, and we're just missing a few things. Michael Knight is supposed to bring us something for over here, this giant wall. I'm not going to disclose what it is because it's not been finalized. And also, if you take a look, right here is our old bike lift. And we got some comments saying that we should get a better bike lift, and it was due. We bought ourselves a Christmas present. We got ourselves a brand new 1200 handy lift, and it's going to be cool. We're just waiting for it. That's why that lift is waiting there. I don't want to put it in the new space. We want to use the new lift. And take a look at this, guys. I'm going to talk about the bikes in a second. We got ourselves a simulator. I know we're all about motorcycles, but thanks to my good buddy Albert at Fireworks, he actually gave me this simulator. This is actually an AIS unit. It is pretty pricey, and I guess pays to have friends like Albert. I'm so thankful, and we've had a lot of good times over here already with this. Not during work hours though, only after work hours. But let's talk about some industry news, guys, because we released our 2024 Motomillion Awards. We got a lot of comments. I love it. Some of them were not nice, and I think there was a problem with comprehension, guys, because we told you on the video what the criteria for those awards were, but I think it's either we didn't say it correctly or some of you guys aren't listening. But let's talk about the industry news, because there's something very sad going on, and KTM is officially bankrupt. And the latest news today, I have it right here on my screen. Take a look at this. KTM is unable to pay their salaries and Christmas bonuses to its employees. That just came out today. It is December 18th, guys. That is such a sad thing to hear, but I think some of these companies are losing touch with the industry and with their consumers. It's just absolutely mind-boggling how these big companies can get it so wrong. I'm no expert, but I've thought about the KTM situation, and let's talk about it for a little bit, right? If you take a look at automotive companies in the United States, what were they? They were like Ford, Lincoln, and then it was the GM stuff, which was Buick, Pontiac, and all these stuff. They were doing what KTM tried to do, right? That was old mentality. We're going to take a bunch of different brands on the same platform, just change a couple of things around, and the consumer will follow, right? The luxury car buyer is probably going to go more for a premium brand like Lincoln, and the everyday person will pay for that Ford model of the same car. So what I'm talking about is like a Ford Explorer and a Lincoln Aviator. That worked very well until the mid-2000s, and then after 2008, after the financial crisis, things changed, the consumer behavior changed. And it's mind-boggling that KTM went out and bought a big stake in MV Agusta, because I think it was COVID time, and I think it happened during COVID time. Everything was selling. Times have changed, and these companies like KTM didn't realize. So other than MV Agusta, they took and bought Husqvarna, which they were already part of it, and also they got Gas, and then they followed that American formula that stopped working after 2008, right, guys? So they took those motorcycles and they just rebranded the same bike, and then they just thought that there's going to be a big insurgence of sales, and it didn't happen. And then you get news like this. I'm absolutely livid. I don't know why I'm angry, because it hurts me to see the industry that I'm in love with not do good with these players. And it takes just a little bit of stuff, right? Remember when we bought our Hypermotard, before we bought the Hypermotard, I really wanted to go buy that KTM, the Supermoto, because it's such an iconic bike. I actually love the color scheme of that bike and the wire wheels. But we walked into the KTM dealership, it looks like it's from the 80s, or better yet, let's say 90s, you know, that's 20 years ago, 30 years ago. The employees didn't know any details about the bike. They didn't know how it had a quick shifter or not. They didn't even know the price. They never got back to us about the price. And I think this is a top-down problem. KTM has lost their touch. It's very unfortunate, because they just released that new, you know, the Superbike or the sport bike that they have. That's an 890cc bike, and I don't think the employees deserve not to get paid or miss their bonuses that they were given, because after the end of the day, it's an obligation that these companies have to their employees, because the employees are what makes the companies. And here it is, and this is one of the main reasons why KTM was not involved in our awards, because number one, it doesn't apply to the models. Like KTM doesn't have a Superbike. KTM does not have a Hyper Naked. A Hyper Naked is a naked bike with a Superbike engine. So unfortunately, a Super Duke is a Super Naked, let's call it. It's not a Hyper Naked, and that's what it is. And I want to hear your comments. But that's my rant, because I usually don't rant, guys, but this really drove me crazy. It doesn't take much, and all of you guys are saying the 1390 and the 1290 Super Duke is a great bike. There is no reason why they're not doing well in the US, other than the top down, the corporate head honchos of KTM have got it completely wrong, and it's a very sad day. Happy things, now that the rant is over, our bikes are here, guys. So, and we're waiting for one more bike. 650 Eve is coming to town tomorrow. This is a Wednesday right now. On Thursday he's coming. It's the third time that he's visiting in a month to Miami, because Cleveland is freezing and Miami's been warm and nice. So we're going to get the 2025 Panigale V4 here. You guys can expect some content on that. We're obviously going to do the reveal and the first mods, and also probably the mods plans that we have for that. But we're kind of in a pickle, because number one, our bike stand is not here, or the bike lift, and number two, during the madness of the moving, we are out of some of the parts that we need to film for you guys. So this bike here, the Aprilia Tuono V4, which is the winner, not this particular one, but all the Tuono V4 1100s won our Hyper Naked of the Year award. Amazing, fantastic motorcycle. But we're going to upgrade the calipers that it has to these beautiful Stylema calipers. But I'm taking the blame. I messed up. We're out of our caliper bolts. It's Wednesday. They're supposed to be here on Friday. We're receiving a brand new stock of Pro Tie, so we're going to have to wait for that. Then I think we decided to maybe do, say, Hypermotard stuff, because we have a brand new carbon fiber belly pan, and we have the frame sliders, so that's coming up. The fan favorite, the Suzuki Gixxer 1000, the 20K challenge. We are going to get to it, but I need the bike lift, because next on the list is complete braking upgrade, and we're going to start getting off those filthy, as 650 Eve says it, rubber lines, and do the whole braking system. But I need a proper bike lift. I don't want to use our old lift in our new place, so we're going to wait. Hopefully in a week or two it'll show up, and I guess if we see that we're getting desperate, we may just use our old lift. We got a lot of comments about that lift, and I'm happy to report that's gone. I also want to talk about something. Talking about happy things, 650 Eve has hit 1 million YouTube subscribers. I would love for our viewers to go over on his channel to congratulate him, because it's a huge achievement. His channel has gotten like double the size in just 2 months' time. It's all because of his dedication and the real passion that he has for motorcycles. All his antics aside, yes, he likes drag racing, so be it. I'm not really into it, but his content is absolutely spectacular. And guys, he's really a true motorcycle enthusiast. I have yet to meet someone that has actually met 650 Eve and has had any kind of negative impression. He is so down to earth, amazing guy. So congratulations, Eve, on your 1 million subscribers. We can't wait for you to come down over here, and we're going to say this, guys, he hasn't received the plaque. It takes a month or two. We're going to have a huge 1 million subscriber an event for him, so that we congratulate him in person. All the details we'll announce to you guys over the course of the months coming, and then we'll have a big event over here, and we're going to invite all you guys over here or to another location that we pick, so that we could get together and enjoy this beautiful passion that we all have, and also to congratulate 650 Eve. My way of saying congratulations to Eve was, he's bringing us 2 bikes from his collection. He's bringing his, I think, a 2013 HP4 and also his 1199R. We're going to do a complete remake. We're going to go through every single nut and bolt of those bikes to refreshen them, to bring it up to today's standards for him, and that'll be my present from me to him, so that we have something also that we could show you guys. Those are wonderful bikes, and it's a part of his collection, and it's going to be great because that content is going to be coming up. So for now, I'm going to try to figure out, because I really have to see which bike that we're filming. I think we're going to start filming the Hypermotard, guys. So let me get filming on that, and then when 650 shows up, you can be sure that I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of the bikes that he's bringing, especially our 2025 Panigale V4, which is, hate it or not, the best superbike of 2024, because look at it. It's December 18, 2024, guys. We in the US just have started receiving the bikes. In the last 2 months in Europe, they were available. That's why it fits into our 2024 Motomillion Awards category. But enough talking, guys. I gotta get working. We gotta make content for you wonderful people who watch these videos. Let me get working. And once Eve shows up tomorrow, we'll turn this thing back on so that we can show you what's going on. But I think it's Hypermotard 698 time. I did mention to you guys, next time this camera turns on, this man is going to be here, and 650 Eve is in town, guys, again, and it's time to congratulate him for 1 million followers in person.
Thank you, man.
And hey, thank you. I didn't do much. You're the one who did all the hard work for 1 million followers. Yes. And I want to show you something, guys. So I mentioned that he's bringing these wonderful bikes. So his 1199R and his HP4 is in our possession right now, and as a part of our gift for his 1 million followers, because we have to surprise him with something, we're going to go over these two bikes, so you guys can expect that content coming up on our channel. And let me show you outside, because as a part of 1 million followers, he broke the mirror of our 2025 Panigale V4 right here. Sorry. And we're not kidding. He broke the mirror.
Sorry, man.
But as an apology, he did gift us a Insta360 X4 and a preview device that's right here, and everyone's here because all the bikes are here. And take a look at this, guy. So I'm about to go and film the first ride video of this bike here, and his beautiful V4R is right here. Our tuono's coming out with my good buddy Mikhail, who is here from Turkey, and he actually has a tuono himself. He's going to get to ride the Motomillion tuono. So I guess this is it, guys. So there's going to be one more video before Christmas, so that's going to be our first ride video of the 2025 Panigale V4 with one mirror, thanks to Eve. But that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Until next time, guys, have a good one.